Hey y'all, welcome back to Jersey Girls Cooking, featuring Kel, myself from If It Ain't Cheap, I'm Not Buying It. Today I am making macaroni salad, spare ribs in the Instant Pot pressure cooker, and just a can of regular baked beans. Okay, so I already took the liberty over here. You see the steam coming. I got the hot water boiling. I'm going to do a little pinch of salt. And that was too much. So the rest I'm just going to dump in the sink because I don't want my noodles too salty. And just a regular thing of macaroni noodles. I'm going to get that started in there. Okay, everybody, what we're going to do is start seasoning these ribs. We're going to get the seasonings down on them. Let them sit for about a good hour, sometimes overnight. For video purposes, I did not season this. I want to do it on camera. So I'm starting out with garlic powder. Light is really strong, so you may not get to see the names of what I'm doing. Freshly ground pepper, and this is actually this is the black peppers, and it's white peppercorns corns in here as well. Okay, and then I hit it with dry mustard. You know, mustard brings out the flavor in pork. Now, these are baby back ribs that I got from Sam's. If you watched my prepping my meat from Sam's Club, it was already washed, and the membrane and everything was already taken off. I did all that on camera. And then I ziplocked it for you guys also. So I just like to flavor both sides, the back and the front of my meat. And I'll go back over with the garlic powder, like so, on the back. Okay, and then I hit it with some paprika. Then I do the Goya. I'm not too keen on a lot of salt products because of my, high blood pressure and all that. But Goya eliminates, that salt. I love Goya. I forget who turned me on to Goya years ago. Oh, my aunt Deborah, she cooks with Goya. A lot of the Goya products. And of course, Miss Precious, who is also my partner here on Jersey Girls Cooking. And lastly, cumin. This is what brings the flavor out in your meats. If you never use cumin, oh, please get some. You would taste the difference in your meats when you're cooking. Okay, we're gonna hit it on the other side. And you can just smell that cumin as you pour it, as you're sprinkling it on your ribs. all in there. Get all in the meat. I'm going to check these noodles. You don't want to get them too soft. I'm going to take these off real quick because I don't want them to overcook. Get them. And the noodles. So we'll let them sit over there and cool down. And in the meantime, I was supposed to have my eggs on, which I totally forgot. I just dumped out all that nice hot water. But it's okay. Just boil some more water. Turn the pot back on. And I'm going to grab 4 eggs out of the refrigerator. Okay, I done cleaned up my little area. Always, when you're cooking in your kitchen, you always clean at every time you're starting a new dish. That's how I was always taught. So we're going to start with this no sodium, reduced sodium actually, beef broth. And I just eyeball it in here because you have to have some type of liquid in this pressure cooker. And then the beef broth, you know, it just gives a lot of flavor on top of your ribs when they're, you know, they're steaming in there. So I'm going to take the biggest one first, the biggest rib. It's the rib. And I'm just going to stick it down in there around, I'm going to, like a round. See that? And because I'm cooking a rib and a half, I'm going to put the other one facing that way. And that's all to it. Get rid of my gloves. Use aluminum foil and you just roll that up, throw it in the garbage. Very simple, basic cooking. Okay. Then I'm going to pull my, I always keep forgetting what this thing is called, pressure cooker. I bought this back in, I think June or in May for my husband for his birthday. We've been wanting one for a while, and I was always scared of a pressure cooker. I watched a lot of videos on it, and this one had good reviews, so we went ahead and got this one. This is the one before the real big one, because I'm normally just cooking for my husband and I. And I believe I paid $89 for this one, but they have a $109 one, and that's a big giant one, and I just thought that was going to be, you know, too much. I don't really do a lot of cooking that much. But winter is getting ready, especially in the summer, but winter is getting ready to come, and I do a lot of crock pot meals. Alright, we got to figure to get this. I always have problems getting the lid on. Like I said, I haven't really. Alright, it says. Oh, there we go. You hear that click? It says off. And it makes that little noise. Alright, so I'm gonna bring the camera down, and hopefully, I don't know if I can do a zoom in on this. Let's see. I'll try to get as close as I can for you. Okay, with me being able to read it as well. So it has all these buttons: soup, broth, meat, stew, bean, chili, poultry, which is chicken, rice, multigrain, porridge, and steam. Then slow cook, pressure level, keep warm, yogurt, pressure cook, cancel, delay start, and saute. So what we want to do is the pressure cook, and it puts it on for 35 minutes. That's the time that last time that I cooked ribs, and they came out perfect, falling off the bone. And that's all you do is just push that button. Make sure that on top of here there is a sting button. Let me turn it around. And I'm trying to see. I don't think I've really touched this too much. I know when it's done, you have to turn it, but when we get to that part, I will show you. That's what makes me a little nervous about using these type of products. But I've used it about 3 times now, and you know, still getting the hang of it. But this really saves your life as far as cooking. You know, fast cooking, but good cooking. You know, tender spare ribs, or you know, beef cubes and all that. And I'm going to be using this a lot this winter versus bringing out that air fryer. Yeah, well, not the air fryer, but my crock pots. So I think I was supposed to hit something else. Meat. Wait a minute, let's cancel. Hit meat. Yeah, I'm doing meat, and then we're pressure cooking. I think that's all I had to do, and I want to keep warm off. And it's doing its thing, and now it's on. And that's it, and I just leave that there for 35 minutes. Okay, so I have a pepper that I froze. It's still a little bit frozen, but that's fine. And I'm just gonna peel this onion. Very simple and easy recipes that we are doing here on Jersey Girls Cooking. In the kitchen, does not have to take you hours to prepare a meal. Buy appliances that are not gonna heat your house up, number 1. And number 2, cook budget-friendly meals that you can cook under, you know, 1 hour, 45 minutes to 30 minutes. That's the type of cooking I like to do. I'm not for staying in the kitchen all day trying to prep a meal. Alright, so I'm just going to cut this onion. I don't like the I love the flavor of onions, but I do not want to see it or taste it in my food, so I really do a fine cut. And alright, so I have the onions cut down, and I just took out my little mini chopper, because nobody's, you know, nobody's doing all that in the kitchen no more. There's plenty of appliances, and I believe I got this little miniature chopper from Dollar Tree during Christmas a couple years ago for like 10 bucks. And I tell you, it saves on your hand and your wrist. already let the eggs cool down. I'm just gonna chop them up. You really could put them back in that little blender. This is faster for I can, you know, get these chopped up real quick. And you know, and if you don't like eggs, you don't have to add the eggs. If you don't like peppers, you don't have to add peppers to it. You know, it's how you want to make your macaroni salad. This is not my dish. This is my husband's dish. He taught me how to make it. This is what he likes. This is how he likes his macaroni salad. I've always made it like the old school where you add the tuna fish and all that stuff in it. But you know, when you get married, you know, you got to learn how to cook the meals that your husband likes. Especially if it's just you two. You're an empty nester, you know. But when I, you know, first met my husband 18 years ago, he did all the cooking. And now that I'm home right now, I'm starting to get back into loving, you know, to make different dishes that we haven't had in a while, you know, and that I know that he will enjoy after working 12-hour shifts right now. All right, so you got your eggs. And then you're gonna add in the celery, the onions and the peppers. Just gonna add that in. Okay. And then I use Hellman mayonnaise. My husband prefers Miracle Whip, but I didn't run out to get no Miracle Whip. So we're going to have Hellman's today. But that Miracle Whip, I tell you, when I first learned how to make this dish, I've always been a Hellman's girl. But I would prefer Miracle Whip with this type of macaroni salad. But it's just as good with Hellman's or any other mayonnaise that you prefer to use. But if you do try to make this recipe, make sure to leave me and Precious a lovely comment down below. Let us know how it came out. And like I said, Hellman's or Miracle Whip. And I'll tell you, just simple 4 ingredients. Your macaroni, your onion, your pepper, and 4 eggs, depending on how many people you're cooking for. And that's it. Now I do a little splash of Goya adobe because I don't do a lot of salt cooking, and that just tightens it up and gives it a nice flavor in when you're tasting it. And then I add my paprika, mix it. Going to be a surprise for him when he get in tonight. And then I hit it with some fresh ground pepper. My pepper mill. I wonder if it's I got some stuff in here. I hear it. Fresh ground pepper. And then I layered it one more time with the paprika to give it a little color. And that's it, y'all. That's it for the potato salad. And I'll clean up the edges. You know? Now if you want, you could have boiled 2 more or 3 more eggs and, you know, and just laid them down on here like I did the chicken salad, just for presentation only. Totally up to you if you want to do, you know, the extra work. And I'm gonna try a little piece. That's all right. It does need a little bit of salt, but I'll let everybody, you know, when they go to make their plate, they can put their own salt in here. All right, so the beans are cooking. I do have them on. Right here, got the beans on. Just gotta stir them. You know, it don't take no time for beans to get done. Very easy meal today. These can actually go on low. Simmer down cooking. Right down my stove. Always wipe it clean as you go. I never want to have a dirty, nasty kitchen. Alright, this paprika is done. Put that down. Alright, y'all. So while we're waiting, the last little 5 minutes down, I'm going to get the Texas toast on the tray for the Vortex Instant air fryer. I'm going to cook it all. Because my son is here and I know he'll eat 4 slices by himself. And I'm just going to slide them in. I'm telling you, don't even have to turn your oven on. You buy these 2 products, $100 a piece. It saves on your electric bill. You're not heating your house up. I'd rather have my air on all day than to turn that, you know, that oven on. You know, and that's that. I'll turn this on right when we get down to 5 minutes with the spare ribs. Okay, y'all, it has ended. It says end. And as I was telling you, on the back of here, oh, see that? I don't like this. This one scares me. So you have to lift that up and let all that come down. See all that steam coming out? See that? Leave that in there for a minute. I totally forgot that you have to barbecue sauce on first. Yeah. All that steam's coming out. Wait until all that pressure is released. And I'm going to wait and do this in real time. So far it's taken about 2 minutes. It's almost out. I'll be back when it's over. Okay, so all the pressure is out. And we're gonna turn it this way. Can you hear it? Look at that. It's all that steam coming out of here. We ain't even took it out yet. And the meat's falling off the bone. I'll show you these ribs in 1 second. Oh my goodness. Let's put it on down here. Let you get a whiff of that. Look at that. See how, look at that. 30 minutes. 30 minutes. What you may have to do is turn on your big oven if you wanted to just throw this in the oven and put your barbecue sauce on it instead of the air fryer. But I am going to do it with the air fryer. Put my sauce on it, just one rack at a time. And watch this. I can even probably use a plastic fork to cut that. See that? And I mean, it's falling off the bone, y'all. Look at that. I actually can get this one on here as well. So I'll sit that down there. And trying the Pioneer woman. I love her show. And we're going to use her barbecue sauce. I've tried it before. It is delicious. I can't. Oh, here it is. So we're just going to lavender this up. You know, choose whatever type of barbecue sauce that you like to use on your ribs. Look at that. Oh my goodness, you can smell the cumin. The cumin and all the lovely spices and stuff that I put on here. So this one is done. That in there on the top. The last one. You can even eat these ribs just like they are, because I mean, I'm telling you, they are falling off the bone. I'm trying to be gentle with them for presentation purposes, but I can actually just rip one off. Look at this. Look at that. Oh, it's gonna be so good today. This one in. All right, so I got the ribs in, and I'm just gonna hit bake. I'm gonna drop it down to temperature to about 3, because they're already cooked. We just want that barbecue sauce, you know, to heat. And we're gonna do it for 10 minutes, 7 minutes at the most. That's it, y'all. That's it.